today as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Ready?
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Stay hot.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.
21.
I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Garoppolo on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. 3rd down here.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Here's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Win 5-3. Win 5-3.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Check it back. Check it.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go. 20. Hey, ram. Check 52.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch, switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with Howard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Wentz going to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A good run by Jordan Howard. And now another 1st and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On third down, here's Coleman, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Switch.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Blue 80.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shift, shift. Joker, 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 joker.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, it's Sanders. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
This time, 7.
Mike 51. Go out. Come on.
On first down, they run with Howard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Howard. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, Howard. Again, he finds an opening, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 21. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Well, pass complete here to Sanders.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, watch it.
65, 65. 21, 21. Here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Garoppolo again. This one complete to Coleman. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
True on every count there because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Go.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Blitz 5-7.
Check 43.
Blitz 5-7. Bravo.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Go. 280! Watch the score, Tokyo! Watch the screen!
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. It's a long day. That's going to be a long...
Go.
Wentz to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, switch gears.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 49 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It's take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the play.